quantity of sucrose. Okay, we'll keep a butter paper. We'll keep a nice clean butter paper. We'll tear it. And a lot of quantity is required, that is 13.34. Okay. So what we will do, we'll try to take the powder form. We'll avoid the lumps. Okay. Make sure that nothing is spilled on the weighing balance. We require 13.34. Okay. That is fine. If you are taking excess, that is also fine. Okay. After that, I have a quantity which is minus this quantity, means 13.34 is the quantity for sucrose, and overall we have to make 20 grams of syrup. So basically what quantity will be there? 13.34 minus this quantity or quantity of water. So basically it is nothing but 6.6 ml. Okay, if you want to take in grams, that is also absolutely fine. So what we will take? We will take the 3/4 quantity of this, that is 6.6 का थोड़ा सा quantity we will take, or if you want you can take the whole quantity since it is very small. We'll put the burner on. Basically our first experiment is to prepare simple syrup. Okay. As I have told you about the theory, let me start with the formulation. So basically, how will you write in your journal is like this, formula table. So basically in formula table what things will come? So this is the serial number, means how many ingredients will come. Ingredients, what are the ingredients which will use in our formulation, then the quantity. So basically for quantities you have to prepare two columns. One will be quantity given, so how much quantity is given as per pharmacopoeia and how much quantity we are taking. So basically they may give you quantity which is sufficient for 1000 ml, 1000 grams, or maybe more quantity will be given, but we cannot prepare that, no? So for that reason what we will do, we will prepare a small quantity as per our lab scale. And whatever the ingredients are there listed in the formula, we have to write what are the roles of that. So our first ingredient is nothing but sucrose. You know sucrose is disaccharide, as I explained you in theory. So basically sucrose quantity is given as 66.7%. The percent is given, means these much grams of sucrose will be present in 100 ml, and water is given. So basically here it is written as 66.6%. So here quantity sufficient. So basically generally what we write, whatever the vehicle is there, we write as quantity sufficient to prepare 100%. Okay, or that if percentage is not written over here, what we can write? We can simply write grams over here as well as grams over here. But the ratio of simple syrup of sucrose and water will remain as 66.7. Yes, this quantity looks more, I will tell you. So basically, let me tell you, I want to prepare 20 grams of syrup. Okay. So what I will write over here? Quantity sufficient. QS means quantity sufficient for 20 ml, or say it as gram. Okay, we will prepare it in grams. So what will be my role over here of sucrose? So basically sucrose will be a sweetener, and here water will be a vehicle. Okay. So what about that quantity you will take over here? That we need to 66.7. For sucrose, always write you are doing calculation for which ingredient. So basically I am doing for sucrose. So sucrose 66.7 is required for 100 grams. So how much quantity will be required for 20 grams? So what we will do to find out the x, we will do the cross multiplication. Okay. So what will be the value of x? 66.7 into 20 divided by 100. Okay. Cross multiplication. Okay. So whatever the quantity will come, what will be the quantity of x? It will be 13.36 or something. That will be in grams. Since we are calculating the quantity as grams, so here also the quantity will come as grams. So our formula table is ready. 13.36 will be our quantity which we will take to prepare our sucrose. So basically here you will say 20 grams of water. So basically ml of water and grams of water will be same because the density is only 1. So here you can either take grams, you can measure water into grams, or you can take the volume of water. And this is the quantity which seems to be very huge to dissolve it into water. So basically what we will do, we will heat them. Because the supersaturation, the solution will go, which will not get dissolved. Okay, so what we will do, we will take the help of heat so that it will get dissolved. So we take that quantity and we will start it heating. Whatever quantity we have weighed, we will add it at once. Okay, since it is glucose, it is soluble in water. We will stir it till the sucrose dissolves. Without heating, it will be a supersaturated solution. Okay. So what we will do, we will take the help of heat so that it will dissolve whole quantity. Since the water quantity is too less, it is a concentrated sucrose solution. Okay. See, this is somewhat turbid solution. Almost more than 50% of sucrose has gone into solution, but some quantity is still remaining. We'll keep on heating till all the sucrose dissolves. You can see a clear solution is ready. Okay. Initially, what was that? A turbid solution. And once it is heated completely, all the sucrose has been dissolved. So you can also see the consistency of it. Okay. Since it is hot, consistency is something viscous. Okay. I'll wait for it to get cool and I will transfer it. I will transfer it into a dispensing bottle. Basically, I'll choose a transparent bottle with a small neck or small mouth. I'll teach you what the kinds of containers are this. So basically this is called as container. This is a liquid bottle. So once it gets cool, I'll transfer it into this. Okay. Now I'm transferring my prepared syrup into a dispensing bottle or a bottle, clear transparent bottle. I'll cover it. So basically our syrup is ready. So what I will do, I will label it nicely. Okay, for that I will tell you via PPT how to prepare label.